going on? Mike Sports Vibes Balling. Thank you for vibing with me. I just want to say this right now. It's a little drizzle right now. It's raining, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking this nature walk, and I'm just thinking to myself, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. First, I want to talk about should the Sixers trade their third overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft for Giannis? That's one. That's one question. Another question I have for Sixer fans, and by the way, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down over here. We cover the Sixers, the Phillies, we do card reveals, and we talk about our favorite teams. We talk about the NBA playoffs and et cetera, et cetera. You feel me? But all right, so the second question for me is, why is so many 76er fans, what's going on, Green? Why is there so many Sixer fans so negative about the third overall pick? Like I said before, just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I look at it like this. The Sixers should be in the playoffs right now. We're not supposed to have this pick. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be OKC's pick. For us to keep our pick and be within the top three in the 2025 NBA draft when we're not even really supposed to have this pick, it's like, my goodness, we're a top three pick. We debatably could get the third best player or possibly the best player in this draft if we pick right. Just because you're the first overall pick, that's Cooper Flagg, or the second pick, probably Dylan Harper, doesn't mean you're going to be the best pick in the draft. But my whole point is this. Why is there so many Sixer fans so negative about they're just so negative? I don't understand it. And exactly, but he just got a new contract. Yeah, Giannis just got a new contract. I would do that, though. I mean, I'm not trading the third overall pick. I like Giannis a lot. I think Giannis is a superstar. But I'm not trading my pick for Giannis. But when it comes to why are they negative about Ace Bailey? Why are they negative about Ace Bailey? Now, I'm going to say this right now. In my honest opinion, right? I think people are so obsessed with having the first overall pick. They wanted Cooper Flagg so bad, and this is what I was trying to tell Sixer fans. Just as long as we keep our pick, that's all that really matters. Of course, we want the first overall pick. But I think people their hopes were so high about getting Cooper Flagg or possibly Dylan Harper. I think they're missing the point of we kept our pick because we were that dang on bad. We were supposed to be a contender. They're missing the whole point. And this is why I was just telling them, like, just be thankful we got our pick. And I think people just, I don't really want Ace Bailey. He's this, he's that, he's not, he's going to be a bust. I read so many comments in the last couple of days that Ace Bailey's going to be a bust. Before this even happened, before we had a top three pick, people were dreaming to get Ace Bailey. People were trying to get Ace Bailey so bad. They're like, at one point, Ace Bailey could have been the second overall pick. You know what I mean? He could have been a second overall pick. Now, all of a sudden, Ace Bailey is a scrub. Now, and then the comparisons, I'm hearing that he's compared to Michael Porter Jr., Michael Porter Jr., I believe, and Kevin Durant and Paul George. If he's anything like Kevin Durant, if he's anything like Paul George, I know Paul George isn't the same. Paul George was a very good player with the Pacers. He was a very good player with the Thunder. If he's anything like that, we got a good player. We have a great player. But I cannot understand why Sixer fans are so negative when it comes to the third overall pick. By the way, double tap, hit that like button, y'all. Double tap and hit that like button. Shout out to Green Apple. Ace is a star. I believe that too, bro. He said they should be upset about trying to get rid of PG and the rest of those players who have get rid of. Like, I don't understand how Sixer fans are so upset about it. Like I said, we were not supposed to have this pick, and we got it, and we're a top three pick. How can you be mad about drafting Ace Bailey? Oh, he's a bust. I'm like, what? Look, how do you know that? The same fans that are saying that Ace Bailey is a bust, I guarantee you they was rocking with Ben Simmons. I guarantee you that a lot of those fans were rocking with Ben Simmons. I wasn't rocking with Ben Simmons. But these are the same fans probably saying, oh my gosh, Ben Simmons, this is Ben Simmons' team. This is not Joel Embiid's team. This is the same fans probably, a lot of them. But you say Ace Bailey's a scrub, Ace Bailey's a bust before he even, yes, every player has flaws. I don't care if it's Cooper Flagg. I don't care if it's Dylan Harper. I don't care if it's VJ Edgecombe. I don't care who it is. Every player that got drafted throughout the NBA history, I don't care how great they were, including Michael Jordan. Every single player had flaws, and they worked on their game. There's not one player that got drafted in the NBA that was a perfect player. There's no such thing as a perfect player. The reason why some of these players become great, they were already good. They go into the NBA and they get developed and they have that work ethic and they do their thing and they win championships. But not one player that got drafted in the NBA throughout the history has been a perfect player. Everybody has some type of flaw. It's up to the player and the coach to hold them accountable and the coaches to hold that player accountable to be great. Why is everybody saying that Ace Bailey is going to be a bust? And I don't like it. It's weird to me because it's like we were dreaming to keep our top 6 pick. We have the 3rd overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft, and Sixer fans are still ungrateful. After everything we went through this season, you're telling me you're still going to be ungrateful that we got the 3rd overall pick? Like, what? What if we didn't get the pick? Then what y'all going to say? Oh, man, I wish we had the 3rd overall pick. We had the 3rd overall pick, and people are still hating. It's like you cannot make certain people happy. No matter what the Sixers do that is good, they'll look past it. They'll look past it. They got the 3rd overall pick. Yes, we have some issues with the Sixers. Joel Embiid, we have issues with Paul George. Yes, I understand it. But how do Sixer fans with a straight face say, oh, Ace Bailey is a bust before he got to play any games on the court? I don't understand it, y'all. It honestly makes me kind of irritated. And going back to the Bucks, I'm going to get to the comments shortly. I'm not trading the 3rd overall pick for Giannis. I'm going to develop whoever we draft with the 3rd overall pick. But it irritates me. Some Sixer fans are like, come on, y'all. Y'all entitled to y'all opinion. I'm not saying y'all don't deserve to have y'all opinion. But how can you say a player is a bust? What, you think Cooper Flagg is going to be the greatest player as soon as he steps on the court? Stop the cap. Even LeBron James had flaws. Everybody had flaws. So we got to stop having this narrative, oh my gosh, Ace Bailey has to be developed. Why not develop him? Why not develop him? Why everybody so scared to develop? We're in a win now mode. Okay, develop him and win now. Like, you don't, it's not like he doesn't know how to play basketball. People making it seem like he never shot the ball before. They acting like he never played basketball. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So, for people that saying, oh, he can't be a Paul George in his prime or Kevin Durant, how do you know that? And Michael Porter Jr., before he got hurt, he had back issues. He was a baller. Do y'all not know he could have been a top 5 pick in that draft if it wasn't for his injuries? Like, y'all got to, a lot of Sixer fans got to stop the cap and understand that we are not supposed to have this pick, and we got the 3rd overall pick. And I had to just talk my talk real quick because Sixer fans are, I don't know what's going on. Because we're supposed to be the group that knows basketball. We're supposed to be the group that actually knows what we're talking about. But now I'm starting to feel like a lot of people don't know. And not to say I'm an expert, but my goodness, we had these same group of people like Ben Simmons. And I'm not trying to hate on Ben. I'm just using him as an example. But he was not that bull. They try to say he was LeBron James. They try to say he was, who else they say? Magic Johnson. Ben Simmons was nowhere close to that. I don't care, even at his best. He was not no Magic Johnson. He was not no LeBron James. But these are the same people saying that Ace Bailey's going to be he's going to suck. He's going to be a bust. But let's get, what am I saying? What's going on, Nick? What's going on, TY? He said, Ace is a star. They should be upset about, yeah, I got that comment, my sports. What's going on, bro? Where's your, I don't know, bro. People thought Jared McCain was a bad pick, but rookie of the year if he didn't get hurt. Facts, bro. Stop comparing players with other players. We still haven't learned that lesson. And they keep doing it, bro. But you kind of have to compare them because you got to see what you might have. But at the same time, at the same time, they're trying to make it seem like Ace Bailey is a bust before he even stepped on the court, which makes no sense to me. And it's like, it's not fair. It's unfair. How do you say that? I hope we draft him. And I'm not cheering for nobody's downfall, but I'm going to say this right now. As a Sixer fan, we know having the first overall pick does not mean a dang on thing. It doesn't mean a dang on thing. We drafted Markelle Fultz. We drafted Ben Simmons. They did not plan out. They were two first overall picks. It doesn't mean, and I'm not saying Cooper Flagg's not going to be a star because I think Cooper Flagg's going to be a good player, but it's not a guarantee. That's all I'm saying. It's not a guarantee. Every prospect has flaws, and it depends on the team that they go to. That's another thing. It depends on the team that they go to and how bad they want it. How bad they want it. What's the mindset do these players have? Because some players, they get the money and they act like they don't want to play. Some players, they act like they broke regardless of them getting the contract. It's the mindset. So it's not just the talent. It's the mindset, y'all. The mind. I'm telling y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. You are nothing. You have nothing. The Bucks want. They might want that third overall pick, but regardless of that, I'm not trading my third overall pick for Giannis, and I love Giannis. Giannis been getting hurt lately. He's not like old, but I still want to start fresh. I want our own guy. I want to develop our own guy. I want to be like the Timberwolves, how the Timberwolves drafted Ant-Man, and look at the Timberwolves right now. They're in the Western Conference Finals. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to always get somebody else's player, their superstar. I'm cool. I love Giannis. If they was going to do a straight-up trade for Joel Embiid, for Giannis, I'll do that right now. But it's not happening. I'm not getting rid of our third overall pick for Giannis. As much as I love Giannis, he's still a superstar. He's still in his prime, but I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, good morning, Mary. Shout out to you. Have a great Thursday. Have a great Thursday, everybody. MJ worked on his threes. Every single NBA player throughout the history. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Right now, I'm taking this nature walk. As you could probably, I'm going to show y'all where I'm walking. As you could probably see, I'm taking this nature walk. But yeah, like, I just want people to just pump the brakes a little bit. We can't be so crucial and so hard on Ace Bailey before the man even got a chance to play. It's like, dang. Like, and just because you, like I said, I'm repeating myself. And just because you have the first overall pick does not mean that guy's going to plan out. And that goes for any sport. Football, any sport. Just because you have the first overall pick, it does not mean it's going to plan out. How many times have quarterbacks got drafted first overall and became bust? How many times have players got drafted? And Michael Jordan wasn't even the first pick in his draft, bro. Somebody was stupid. And look, I'm not trying to call no one stupid, but I'm just saying, Michael Jordan was not the first overall pick. I forgot who got drafted before him, but he was a good player, whoever it was, but he wasn't Michael Jordan. It's the luck of the draw, bro. It's the luck of the draw. You could be the third overall pick. You could be the fourth. You could be the 21st. Shit, man, you could be the second round pick, bro. Look at Jokic. Jokic was a second round pick, bro. Look at Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey was a 21st overall pick. I think Jared McCain was the 16th overall pick. It does not matter. As long as you have good scouting and you have good development and you have a good organization, yes, sometimes you get like Tim Duncan. He planned out. You know what I mean? Tim Duncan, one of my favorite players of all time. First overall pick. I understand it. Sometimes it does plan out. But I think Tim was first overall. But it's not a guarantee, y'all. It's not a guarantee. Give Ace Bailey an opportunity if he gets drafted. I hope Sixer fans are not, oh my gosh, this guy's a bust because he missed a jump shot. Ben Simmons didn't shoot 1-3. Yo, how many threes did Ben Simmons shoot when he was a Sixer? I'm just saying, y'all. Something just ain't right. I'm not really sure what's going on with the Sixer fan base, but I'm calling y'all out and I'm talking that talk. Because a lot of Sixer fans should be happy that they got the third overall pick because we're not supposed to have this pick. MJ, Mike knows. Yesterday news isn't today's news. I've learned that Boston, Cleveland, OKC, Minnesota, Detroit, you gotta have young athletes, right? We're not trying to trade for Giannis. I love Giannis, but come on, we gotta build our like you said, and you need to develop. Yes, Yes, called chemistry. The regular season, as long as you have a good enough record to get to the postseason, all it is to build chemistry and have a good enough record. The seeding doesn't necessarily mean everything. Because look, first seed, the Cavaliers had the first seed. They got knocked out in the second round. Like, as long as you're healthy and you build team chemistry, that is the key for success in the NBA. It is not, I'm gonna repeat this, it is not just having a whole bunch of big names. Injury-prone big names. That's all the Sixers have. Injury-prone big names. It's about athleticism. It's about team chemistry. And I'm not saying that a player can't be in their 30s, as long as they are a healthy 30-year-old. Because Jimmy Butler's still balling. I mean, Steph Curry did get hurt, but you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. I don't really want to use age and make it seem like players that are in their mid-30s can't ball, because that's not true. But if you got an injury-prone player like a Joel, it's different, bro. No more Kyle Lowry. Exactly. DeMarcus Russell is a complete different player from any player. Allen Iverson was taken before Kobe. Is that right? But AI, see, I don't really blame AI for us losing. I think the Sixers just didn't build around AI. And of course, Kobe's a greater player than AI. So I get your point, but I feel like AI could have won a championship. It's just the Sixers are just, I don't know. They passed up on Paul Pierce. They passed up on Dirk Nowitzki. They passed up on players that they should have drafted. And I don't know what they were doing. Hakeem Olajuwon was the number 1 pick. Sam Allen, 2. Michael was number 3. See? Listen. Number 3 might be the best pick for us. By the way, I got 17 people in the building. Show a brother some love. Just double tap the screen. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover the Sixers. I cover the Phillies. I do card reveals. We cover the NBA playoffs. And we vibe out. So make sure you just double tap the screen. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Yeah. But AI and Kobe were good. Yeah. Len Lyons has been a good player. And yeah, what had been a better player. Yeah, I don't know about that. We are divided. We are tired of losing the second round and coming up short. The fans are taking their frustration out on a pick because of what last year. Yeah. But I look at it like this. But we can't fault. If we say, I'm just using Ace Bailey as an example. We can't fault Ace Bailey being drafted by the Sixers and be like, oh, well, since the Sixers have bad luck and we've been losing every single second round, it's his fault. He didn't even play. He might be the missing piece. But how you hate on the missing piece before you even know that he's that bull? Like, you don't even know if Ace is, you don't even know how, like, the potential of Ace could be very good, right? And we're already doubting him. But I understand the frustrations. But at the same time, you know who you should be frustrated at? Sixer fans. This is who you need to be frustrated at. Be frustrated at the organization. For them tanking, us doing the tank, what's it called? When we were taking on purpose in the process days. Blame the organization for that bull crap. Because even though we lost all those games, what did it amount to? It didn't amount to 1 championship, and we didn't even get to the Eastern Conference Finals since 2001. And let me talk that talk, y'all. All that losing, you got to blame it on the organization. You got to blame it on them. Don't blame it on some of the players. Blame it on the organization, the top dogs, the ownership, the GMs, the coaching. I don't blame the players because we've been getting first-round picks. We've been getting first overall picks. We've been getting a lot of first-round picks, and we still haven't got to the Eastern Conference Finals since the great Allen Iverson. So it's the organization fault. Yes, and they drafting the players, so it's their fault. You know what I mean? We drafted Jahlil Okafor. Why did we draft Jahlil Okafor? Why did the Sixers draft Jahlil Okafor? Because why? Because they didn't know if Joel Embiid would be healthy. The same issue we got now. The same freaking issue we got now. We are divided. I mean, fans versus. Yeah. Okay, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah, we're tired of the organization, the leader, the leadership, man. But we gotta like be thankful. I mean, we don't have to. You know, everybody can do what they want. They could be negative. They could have their opinion about Ace Bailey. They could say Ace Bailey's a bust. But keep that same energy when he becomes a star. Keep the same energy. Because a lot of people said Ben Simmons was a superstar. A lot of people said, like, come on, man. I'm just keeping it real. And B is a big man that has most knee problems like the rest. Yeah. Hello, what's going on, X-Men? What's going on? Yeah, I remember you, bro. That Josh Deramore, you should. Yeah, that's who we should be frustrated at. Not Ace Bailey before he even got an opportunity. By the way, I see a snapping turtle. I want to show y'all this snapping turtle real quick. Y'all know I be looking at nature. See that snapping turtle? He put his head down. You see it? Giant snapping turtle, about probably like 2 feet, 3 feet long. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe I can get a better angle. But it's a giant snapping turtle right there in this water. There he is. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. But yeah, I'm just so over like this whole narrative about Ace Bailey's a bust. I'm like, gosh, Lee. Like, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think anymore. Before PG, Nick Nurse has to go. Bro, I like Nick Nurse when it comes to drafting, but when it comes to building a complete team, he is not the guy to build a complete team. So honestly, I would have loved for Nick Nurse to be fired. I would have loved for Nick Nurse and Daryl Morey. I meant to say Daryl Morey. I want Daryl Morey gone. I want Nick Nurse gone. But you know the excuse with Nick Nurse, oh, we didn't have Joel Embiid all year. I understand it. But I'm going to say this right now. If Nick Nurse, whoever we draft third overall, if he does not play him, if he is not a starter, or if he does not play meaningful minutes, I want Nick Nurse to be fired. And I don't normally say stuff like that, but you're not going to draft somebody third overall and never give him the opportunity to play. How do you know a player is good or bad if you never, excuse me, y'all. My allergies is acting up. As soon as I come in the woods, look, I'm going to show y'all where I'm at. As soon as I come back here, my allergies start messing up. But what was I about to say? Oh, Daryl Morey has to do better putting talent around this team. We need some young, athletic players mixed in with the oldest player should be Paul George. That's it. And he's the only player that we want, listen, because we probably can't trade him. But what is he, 34, 35? That's it. I don't want no more 30-year-olds unless I know they're going to be healthy, unless I know that they're healthy. Because I'm tired of injuries, man. I'm tired of injuries. And let me say this again. Even young players, I don't want an injury-prone young player as well. Because there's a lot of young players that be getting hurt a lot as well. Like, let's keep it real. It's not just the 30-year-olds, it's the 20-year-olds too. Look at Garland. I'm a big Garland guy, right? As a Sixer fan, I rock with Garland. By the way, hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Double tap the screen. I'm trying to get the 10 likes. 10 likes on the screen. 10 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for your boy. And I don't know why this looks like this, y'all. Look at this. Why they got this, like, it's like a tree. It's just like going perfectly over this trail. And I don't know if I should go across it. I don't know, man. It seems kind of weird to me, bro. I don't know why this is like this. It's like I'm not going underneath that, y'all. I'm not going underneath that. That's weird. It's like perfectly across the trail. But, how do I say? How did Doc Rivers go? We can't get any more good coaches. I don't know, man. I just feel like health is the biggest factor because we wouldn't even be talking about this if Joel Embiid was healthy. The problem is this man's not healthy, and I really want to trade Joel Embiid. I want to trade Joel Embiid so bad, and I'm a big Joel Embiid guy. I'm a big Paul George. No, I'm not a big Paul George guy. I'm not going to say in cap right here. I'm a big Joel Embiid guy. But I want to trade Joel Embiid so bad. I don't care if he's healthy for the first 20 games of the season. I don't care if he's putting up 30 points every single game. I do not care. I don't give two craps about it because at the end of the day, when it's time to play in the postseason, when has Joel Embiid been healthy, bro? He has never. I mean, no player is really healthy when it comes to the postseason, but he's never healthy, like, at all. Like, and I like Joel Embiid, but I am so over the whole narrative. If Joel Embiid's healthy, if Joel Embiid's healthy, the man ain't never healthy, and I hope he can prove me wrong. But as a Sixer fan, I would love to trade Joel Embiid for literally, I'm not saying for anything, but bro, I want to trade him so bad. I'm not going to sit here and lie. And if we could trade him, say for instance, right, we trade back in the draft. I'm not saying we should. Say we trade back in the draft and we draft, what's his name? Kamen Maluak or whatever from Duke with like the 7th pick or the 6th pick, and we have, I don't know. I don't even want to do that. I don't even want to do that. Never mind. Let me just not even say that. I don't even want to do that. I don't want to draft a center in the first round. We could draft a center in the second round with the 35th overall pick, but I'm not drafting a center in the first round. It's a... Yeah, I don't... Hey, listen. Hey, JJ, I don't want to take a chance, bro. Hey, listen. Listen, I believe in God. I know God's going to protect me. But one thing, listen, I'm not going under that, though. I'm not... I ain't scared, but I'm going to just walk the opposite way. You feel me? I'm just going to walk the opposite way and call it a day. Celtics look better without Tatum. I think they played motivated because everybody counted them out. Now, if they can win Game 6 and push it to a Game 7, they might get the Knicks. But I don't think that they're better I don't think they're better without Tatum. I think Tatum is a superstar. I'm not going to go that far, but I will say this. If the Knicks lose Game 6, I think the Celtics are going to win Game 7. Because for something about me tells me like the Knicks, there's something up with the Knicks. I don't know what it is. I think they're a very good team, but Karl Anthony Towns be playing super soft sometimes. I don't know what's up with it, ball, because he's such a good player. But I don't believe in the Knicks, y'all. Even though I do have the Knicks and the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, because I don't think the Celtics can win 2 games. But if they can, shoot, we'll see what happens. But if that happens, I got the Pacers beating the Celtics. I mean, in the finals, in the Eastern Conference Finals. When it comes to the West, if OKC can't finish the Nuggets tonight, I think they play tonight, it could go to 7, and I don't know who. When it comes to Game 7s, I don't know who's winning that. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Just double tap the screen. Show a brother some love. I'm a Sixer fan talking about the NBA playoffs. I'm a Sixer fan talking about trading our 3rd overall pick for Giannis, which I don't think the Sixers should do. It's just Towns. Brunson is a dog. Yes, I literally didn't read your comment. You're so right. STU. Towns, he is so gifted. And I don't want people to make it seem like I don't like Towns. He is one of the most gifted centers in the NBA. When he wants to be, he's good on both sides on defense and offense. But for some reason, Towns does not show up consistently. And this is what I think he needs. I think he needs a more traditional point guard to pass him the ball in the right spots. That's my honest opinion. He can't have a hybrid point guard like a Jalen Brunson or Ant-Man. He needs a traditional point guard like a Chris Paul. He needs a Tyrese Halliburton, in my opinion. He needs that type of point guard because for too many points of the game, it seems like Towns is lost in the sauce. He doesn't know what to do. It's like he's the forgotten man out. And he's not like, and if he's a dude that feeds off of his offense, not his defense. So if he's not playing offense, he's not getting the ball on offense, his defense is going to kind of lack as well. So in my opinion, he needs a traditional point guard to get him the ball. Towns is such a good player, but he plays like he's not interested in the dang on game because he's not getting the ball offensively. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion as a Sixer fan. Just my opinion. And I like Towns. What'd he say? Oh, my bad. I'm losing. Luke Cornett is not going to play like that again. Shout out to him. And he has going on. Well, 7 blocks again. Yeah. You got that Paul George hairline. You would never go. Hey, listen. Don't say never, bro. Hey, I'm 34 years old. Don't say never. But I will say my mom's not bald and my dad's not bald either. So maybe they passed the genes to me and I'm not gonna go bald. But yeah, I'm 34. I'm getting up there, y'all. I'm getting up there. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you're rocking with the vibes. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on this channel. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's rocking with me on this live stream. All right, so we got JJ. He said, I think the Knicks played down to their, yes, but also Boston found rhythm without Tatum. And the question becomes, sustainable. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. But I'm not going to go as far as people are going to probably say, oh, well, they're better without Tatum. Remember, Sixer fans were trying to say that about Joel Embiid. Oh, the Sixers are better without Joel Embiid. And I'm saying to myself, did y'all forget that soon that Joel Embiid is one of the best players when healthy? I hate saying that, but I'm keeping it real. When we went on a little bit of a win streak, oh, the Sixers are better without Joel Embiid. It's not true. It's not true. As much as I would like it to be, because Joel Embiid is always hurt, we're not a championship caliber team because Joel Embiid, when healthy, there's not one player in the NBA that can guard him. There's not one NBA player. And on top of that, he's a very good defender. But the man ain't never healthy. So trade this man and replace him. Replace him. Hold on, y'all. I'm just tying I'm tucking my shoe in real quick. He said, my bad, y'all. I'm kind of late with the comments. OKC Pacers or Minnesota making the finals. So Minnesota Timberwolves is in the Western Conference Finals, and I don't know who's going to win against the OKC and Nuggets. But if I was I said this last night on my live stream. I was doing a play-by-play. I said for the Timberwolves and the Warriors, I said if I was a Timberwolves fan, I would want to go against the Nuggets, not OKC. And this is the only reason why. I'm going to tell you why. I feel like OKC is a deeper team than the Nuggets. So the Timberwolves don't have the advantage because they're a deeper team. Like, they're a deep team in my opinion as well. So you don't want to really go against OKC. Not saying that they can't beat OKC. The Nuggets are so top heavy. I'm a big Jokic guy. I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA right now. Just my opinion. I know SJ might be the MVP, but that man Jokic is something special. And I like him a lot more than I like him a lot more than I used to, because before it seemed like he didn't play that much defense. He's not the greatest defender, but he's a solid defender. I'm not going to say he's a good defender. I don't care what the analytics say. He's a solid defender. I don't care about those stupid analytics sometimes. Sometimes they tell you some stuff. Sometimes they don't tell you the full story. But I like the fact that he tries to play solid defense, and I love that. He's the best offensive center that I have seen in a very long time, because even if you double team him, he's a great passer. So it's like pick your poison. He can facilitate. He can score on anybody. He can hit the three. He can hit the midi. He can post you up. He's the best passing big man in the NBA. And debatably, I know he's a point center. He could probably be the best point. Listen, he's a point center. He's probably the best passer in the NBA, bro. Like, it's close. I think Tyrese Halliburton's a very good passer as well. There's a couple other good passes, but Jokic is really that guy. You know what I mean? But my point is, the Timberwolves going against the Nuggets. The Nuggets have Jokic. Jamal Murray doesn't show up every game. Michael Porter Jr., injury. He doesn't show up every game. Aaron Gordon, he does not show up every game. So it's Jokic that you have to really worry about. So if I was the Timberwolves, just shut everybody else down. Let Jokic do his thing. Let Jokic do his thing. Rudy, play some good defense. Naz Reid, play some good defense. And I think the Timberwolves can maybe beat the Nuggets. OKC's a different ball game, in my opinion. I could be wrong. We have no developmental ideas at all, and we know Ace seems like he needs a lot. I know a lot of people keep saying that. All the prospects in the NBA, every prospect in the draft is going to need development. Maybe some more than others, but I don't think it's what people are. They're making it seem like this man never played basketball. Like, this man's a good player. He was a good player in college. And I think he's going to be even better with the right system. And I understand. Oh, I'm going to show you the snapping turtle. He's putting his head up. Let me show you this snapping turtle. See the snapper turtle? He's putting his head up out of the water. Y'all see him? Right there, putting his head up out of the water, getting some air. See if I can get a better angle for y'all. So he put his head back up, right there. There he is. So that's I think American snapping turtle. He's not an alligator snapping turtle. It's American snapping turtle. But anyway, what was I saying? What was I just saying, y'all? Before I was fascinated by the turtle. Dang, what was I just saying? Oh, about developmental. Like, and I agree with you. But I think Ace Bailey is not as far behind when it comes to knowing the game of basketball to be a good player early on. Like a lot of people think he just can. He's going to need so much development that he's not going to be able to be productive in the regular season. I disagree with a lot of people with that narrative. I don't think it's like that. Y'all had to give up Maxey to get Giannis. Listen, I'll be honest with you. If they were saying I'll swap a Tyrese Maxey for Giannis, I would do that. I would honestly do that. Give me Ace Bailey. I'm cool with Jared McCain. I would do that to try to win a championship. I don't know, man. That's hard, man. That's a hard, but I would do. I would do that. I would do that right now. I probably would. I don't know. I gotta think about that. But Wolves will not go to the final. They might. Vibing with Mike. What's going on, brother? Greek Freak doesn't change the 76ers' fortune, and Embiid is trash. I think if Giannis went to the Sixers and you kept most of your core players, I think he just changed the fortune because I think Giannis is a straight-up superstar. He's a straight-up baller. But what I will say is, in my opinion, I'm just talking about my opinion, I'm not giving up the 3rd overall pick just for me. I'm just speaking for myself. I might sound crazy saying that. I think Greek Freak, I mean, he's starting to get hurt a lot more. But I think the Eastern Conference is so weak. It's not as strong as what people think it is. It's not like it's the Western Conference. You know, you got the Celtics, the Cavs, and the Cavs just got knocked out in the second round. The Pacers and the Knicks. That's not, like, I look at those teams, they could be had. They're not all that. And not one player on those teams can stop Giannis when healthy. Man, and I'm talking about Embiid. Embiid's not trash. He's just hurt. When Embiid is healthy, nobody says anything like that when Embiid's healthy. 76ers need to blow it up, trade PG. You can't just trade them. It's not that easy. I wish you could. This ain't 2K, bro. If we could trade Paul George right now, we would do it. But it's not 2K, bro. Like, their contracts are trash, bro. Their contracts are ludicrous. Like, they're crazy. You know what I mean? Who wants that contract? So it's not going to be as easy to trade a Paul George or a Joel Embiid. But I get where you're coming from, but it's not going to be that easy. Mavs did last year. Loved it. You know, but thank you, bro. Appreciate everybody that's in the building. And you're like a Pistons fan. So let me say this about the Pistons real quick. Pistons had a great season. Even Tobias Harris, you know what I mean? He used to be a Sixer fan. He used to be on the Sixers. Tobias Harris had a good season. But let me say this. The Detroit Pistons need a star. I don't know where they draft that in this draft coming up. They need to go get them a star and help out Cade Cunningham. They're not getting out the East without a secondary star. He don't got to be the greatest star. He don't got to be A1. He just got to be A2. You know what I'm saying? He got to be like that guy that can lift up Cade when he's struggling. So it's not all on Cade Cunningham. That's just my opinion. We'll see what they do in the offseason. Because Tobias Harris cannot be your second best player. I don't care how good Cade Cunningham is. And I'm a big Cade Cunningham supporter. I like Cade Cunningham. But there's no way your best player, your second best player could be Tobias Harris. And I'm about to talk about it. Embiid is better than you think. Yeah, I think Embiid's a monster when he's healthy. Mike, I'm trying to see you who you should go. Hey, listen, I'm gonna have to put up some shots and show y'all what it is, man. I'm gonna show you my little J, my little step back J, you know. I might have to show y'all one of these days. To Camel Heart is. I don't know why people keep calling me Kevin Hart. Put your fingers a little closer. Hey, listen. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to get my fingers bit off by that turtle. Can y'all please double tap, hit that like button, trying to get me to 15 likes. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers. I go live for almost every Sixer game. I go live for the NBA playoffs. So if we go, even if you're not a Sixer fan and we go against your team, you can talk trash to me in the comments. We can have fun and vibe out. I will be doing card reveals, and I cover the Philadelphia Phillies as well on this channel. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. He said, didn't the Pacers just stop Giannis? You think? Well, let me just say this. Did he really get stopped because he was balling? I think it's more that it was Giannis versus everybody. When Dame got hurt, when Dame couldn't come back, when Dame got hurt again, what do the Bucks have? Because Kyle Kuzma is absolutely horrible right now. Who was the second best player on the Bucks? We want to say Bobby Portis? Okay, we can put Bobby Portis there. I love Bobby Portis, but he's not a star. He's a very good role player. So it's not that they stopped Giannis. That's all they had to stop. That's all they had to stop was Giannis. It's kind of like the Pistons. All they had to do was stop Kay Cunningham. So I don't think it's, oh, they stopped Giannis because Giannis had a triple-double. He was balling. But when you don't have, Michael Jordan can't win by himself. Kobe Bryant, RIP to the great Kobe Bryant, he couldn't win by himself. Shaquille O'Neal can't win by himself. Kareem, nobody, Magic, nobody in the history of the NBA can win by themselves. So I don't think it's more like, oh, well, Giannis got just stopped. Giannis didn't get stopped by the Pacers. Giannis was, I gotta look up his averages. But when you talk about the Pacers, I mean the Bucks, Kyle Kuzma was the biggest L. He was an L. They might as well just kept Chris Middleton. Why didn't they keep Chris Middleton? They might as well just kept him. I know he's injury prone, but he would have been more productive than Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma didn't do nothing the whole series. It was Bobby Portis, Giannis, and who else? Who else? Miami developed a defense just for Giannis, and it worked. They have a great coach, they have a good organization, but Giannis is still one of the best, greatest players in the NBA, and he's very hard to stop. But you still need players around him. Larry Bird, grandson, is coming. Pistons aren't even the third best team. Pistons, they just need another player. And I think the Pistons will be a true contender. Just my opinion. Pacers are the most disrespected team in the NBA. I don't like, listen, I'm not a Pacers hater. I'm not the biggest Pacer fan, though. I'm not going to say they're cap. I ain't going to say they're cap. I'm not saying that they're not good, because I know a little bit about basketball. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit. I know they're a very deep team. They're a very good team. I like Nembhard. I like Nate Smith. I like Tyrese Halliburton. I like Miles Turner. I like what they got on that team. I really do. But I'm not the biggest Pacer supporter. I don't really mess with the Pacers, but they're a very good team. Well deserved to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Embiid to Detroit. Man, what they gonna give up though? I was out with Tobias. He played very well when Pistons the first time. Factor the players we got 37th pick. Okay, you got the 37th pick. Our first went to the Wolves. Oh, that sucks. So you got a high second round pick. So I don't know what y'all money looking like, but you're gonna probably have to make a trade to go try to get it don't gotta be like an all-star, but just like a Verge all-star, like someone that can make the all-star but never made the all-star. They need a second player for them to be a true contender. Larry Bird's son worked with my cousin. Who's Larry Bird's son? I gotta look that up. Bird's son. Oh my goodness. Oh man. He said stop snitching. Bucks lost 4-1. And Giannis had 40. Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? How did he get stopped? They don't have nobody. Giannis had Chris and Drew plus Grayson. I wish, man, I think the Bucks should have kept Drew Holiday. I think that was a mistake. Hello. I think they should have kept Drew Holiday, man. JJ, I think they should have kept Chris. They should have kept Drew. Grayson. They should have never got rid of him. They should have kept him and built around him and just drafted better. But nope, they wanted to get that star in Dame, Yes, Dame is really good when he's healthy, but Dame hasn't been healthy, and now he's hurt again. And I'm not saying that Drew Holiday's better than Dame. I'm not going to go that far, but I like what Drew Holiday does. Like, Drew Holiday's still a very good defender, and he can still get you buckets. You know what I mean? Even at his age, he's still a very good defender. And they had Brogdon. Yes, bro. Why did they mess that up, man? 76ers ain't going nowhere. PG ain't. PG no more. Joel. Yeah, I'm going to say this right now. The Ace 1900. The Sixers will make the playoffs. I said it. I'm going to say it again. You heard it first from your boy, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', and y'all can hold me accountable. Make sure you hit that like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I cover the Sixers, the Phillies, NBA playoffs, do card reveals, and I also will be what else? Yeah, play-by-play with the scoreboard and everything. But let me say this real quick. The Sixers will make the playoffs. The playoffs for the Eastern Conference is whack. There's only 5 good teams, possibly, right? And there's teams that made the playoffs that were below 500. I'm not saying that the Sixers will be a contender next season, but the Sixers will make the playoffs. It's not hard to make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. If they didn't tank this year, if they didn't sit Tyrese Maxey, I guarantee you the Sixers would have made the playoffs. That second star could be Jaden Ivey. We missed him and beef too. Isaiah Stewart. Okay. I don't know if Jaden Ivey is. I don't know. Maybe. The potential, maybe. 76ers healthy. Yes. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. If they're healthy, they would have made the playoffs, but they tanked on purpose. Tyrese Maxey had a finger. They said he had a sprained finger or something or whatever. And he didn't play for listen, they sat him down because they wanted to get this pick, the 3rd overall pick. So if we say, for instance, right, say the Sixers stick and pick at 3 in the 2025 NBA draft. Jared McCain's healthy, Tyrese Maxey's healthy. You got Jared McCain, Tyrese Maxey, Paul George at the 3. You got Ace Bailey at the 4, and then Joel Embiid at the 5. Tell me that's not a playoff team. And I know health is a big factor. I'm not going to say Joel Embiid is going to be healthy, but at the same time, that starting 5, bro, in my honest opinion, is making the playoffs. I don't think. Who's going to stop that? Like, if they're healthy, I hate saying that, but nobody can stop them. And I understand Joel Embiid is the biggest factor. I hate saying it, but it's so true. Joel Embiid is like the biggest factor. Like, I'm just so nervous about Joel Embiid. That's really what it is. And Paul George. Paul George don't gotta be all-star Paul George because we got Jared McCain, we got Tyrese Maxey, but Paul George gotta be better than last season. Joel Embiid doesn't have to average 30 points. Just give me 20 and 10. Give me 20 and 10. You don't gotta do all the extra stuff, man. Save it for the playoffs, man. Save it for the playoffs. Ace Bailey, he don't gotta get me 20 points. Just give me between 10 to 15 points a game, Ace Bailey. And make sure you get them rebounds. Help on the rebounds. And Jared McCain, do your thing. Tyrese Maxey, do your thing. We got a good team, bro. I'm telling you. The Sixers are going to make the playoffs next season. I'm not saying that we're going to win the championship, but I will say we will make the playoffs. You heard it first from your boy, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. You heard it first. He said, peace. All right, peace out, bro. Now, there ain't no deers. He said Lions. Oh, gosh, stop it. Would you want... no, I don't want Bronny James to come to the Sixers. Nope. And don't forget, and Quentin Grimes coming off the bench. I'm having Quentin Grimes come off the bench, bro. I need that Manu Ginobili. I need that guy that can get me instant buckets off the bench. Put Quentin Grimes off the bench. I need that Manu Ginobili type player that could get in the game and give me them buckets, bro. We ain't have that last year. We didn't have a bench. I need somebody that can come off the bench, right? Can run the second team. Not only run the second team, but potentially be a threat to get you 30 points. Could be a threat to get you 20 points. He could be our Lou Williams. You feel me? So I look at it like that. I would love for that team to be, listen, bro, if we could get a healthy team, what I just said, and then we still got that 35th overall pick. That's a top, I think it's the 5th pick in the second round, if I'm not mistaken. That's another player that's going to be a baller. We got a mix of very young talent mixed in with a little bit older talent. So I think it's a perfect match for the Sixers. I think the Sixers got the right stuff. It's about coaching, developing, luck of the draw, about us being healthy. If we're healthy, we're going to be a good team. We're going to be a good team. Listen. People forget so quick about how good. I'm not talking about Paul George right now. I'm talking about Joel. People forget so quick about how good Joel Embiid is. And it sucks because he's always hurt. So I understand. I understand why people are just like, oh man, Joel Embiid. But the man's good when he's healthy. It just sucks. He's always hurt. But I'm about to get off in a little bit, y'all. Justin Edwards, that's another good bench player. As long as we can somehow replace Kyle Lowry, I think he has a player option. As long as Eric Gordon's not coming back. Who else is on the team? Is Reggie Jackson? No, Reggie Jackson got traded, I think, right? Yeah. So as long as we don't have these older players like that, the oldest player I want to be on this team is Paul George. That's it. Everybody else got to go. For real. Everybody else got to go. Yeah, I love Justin Edwards. I think he really created a lane for himself. I like him better than Ricky Council. Am I wrong for saying that, JJ? He said, you think Drummond's staying? Do I think Drummond is staying with the Sixers? I think he will. But I hope that the Sixers learn and play a Dembona a lot more as that second string, the backup center. I'm thinking football, second string. The backup center needs to be a Dembona and not Andre Drummond. Now, if a Dembona gets in foul trouble as that backup, then you put Andre Drummond in. But I hope that the Sixers pretty much say, all right, a Dembona brings a lot more athleticism than Andre Drummond right now. Now, if he gets trying not to get in foul trouble as much, I want to show y'all this real quick. But right now I'm just walking the trail. I like being outside, y'all. But what was I saying? Yeah, I just like a Dembona being the backup. I like Andre Drummond if he can be healthy because he was hurt last season. But I still would like that energy from a Dembona. I think a Dembona brings a new element to the defensive side of the ball. I like his enthusiasm. I like how he plays. I love the hustle. So I really like a Dembona. I really do. Oh, man, the Cavs should trade Garland and Allen for Giannis. Listen, I made a video yesterday. I said the Cavs need to make a lot of moves. It starts with Garland and Jared Allen. Look, I'm not going to hate on Jared Allen, but I'm going to keep it real, and I'm going to talk that talk about it. Because Jared Allen is 7 feet, right? 6'10", 7 feet, whatever he is. He's a center. This man had 4 rebounds in like 30 minutes, bro. Unacceptable. Had 9 points in like 30 minutes, bro. An elimination game, bro. Where's your heart at, man? I'm not saying I'm not saying he has heart. He doesn't have heart. But where's your drive at? I understand he might be hurt. But, bro, can you give me at least 10 rebounds, bro? Can you at least give me 10 rebounds? Like, come on, Jared Allen. He don't got that it factor. He don't got that it factor. Straight up. Garland. I'm a big Garland guy. Shout out to Ron's opinion. Don't matter. Salute to you. Hold on. Play by play. Hold on, bro. I made you a mod, JJ. What was I saying? Garland. I'm a big Garland guy. By the way, everybody, make sure you double tap, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Trying to get to my first 500 subscribers on this channel. Salute to each and every one of y'all. I cover the Sixers. I cover the Phillies. I do card reveals and all that. I cover the NBA playoffs. I cover breaking news for MLB, for big news, and big news for the NBA. Even if you're not a Sixer fan, consider subscribing, because when we do play-by-plays with the scoreboard and we go against your team, we can talk trash in the comments. As long as it's respectful, we gonna talk that talk. You feel me? But shout out to everybody that's in the building. But yeah, Garland, I like Garland, but Garland is just, he's too injury prone. And I love Garland. Like, Garland's one of my, it's like, listen, I love Garland as a player, but the man always hurt. So if I was the Cavs, that would be the move. They got to trade for Giannis. Trade Garland, trade Jared Allen. Shoot, if you have to give up a first-round pick, do that. Do anything you can do to get Giannis. If you get Giannis, oh my goodness, with Donovan Mitchell, with Mobley, man. DeAndre Hunter, man, oh man, that's going to be a very good team. Yeah, Allen doesn't have no offensive game, bro. But my whole point is this. What about the rebounding, though? Jared Allen can still get you rebounds. What did he do? Why couldn't he get rebounds? Why couldn't Jared Allen get at least 10 rebounds? Listen, when you that tall, you need to give me at least 10 rebounds, bro. That's all I need you to do. If you ain't going to score and you're not going to play the most elite defense, bro, what are you doing on the floor, bro? What are you doing on the floor, bro? And I'm not trying to hate on Jared Allen, but the man, he ain't that bull. Garland plays ball like he's at or doesn't take it serious. Yeah, he doesn't have the drive like you would hope. But I think a new scenery, like I think he needs to go to a team like the I don't know. I'm trying to think of a team that would be perfect for him. Because I don't know if the Bucks might want him. I like Garland though. I like Garland. I agree. Garland and yes, and picks for that would be the big move. That would be the you know another move I was thinking, right? People was like, oh, that's not realistic, Mike. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Before the Warriors traded for Jimmy Butler, I think the Nuggets should have traded for Jimmy Butler. And you know what I would have did to get Jimmy Butler from the Heat? I would have gave up Michael Porter Jr. and somebody else or a first round pick or whatever. And it would have been Jamal Murray, Jimmy Butler, and Jokic on the same team with Aaron Gordon. You feel me? Just imagine that. They would be, look, they still got a chance to win a championship. I'm not saying that OKC is going to definitely beat them because it could go to a game 7. But imagine Jimmy Butler and Jokic, because I just feel like they don't, like Jamal Murray, to me, I love Jamal Murray, but he's not consistent. Some games he'll have these amazing games. Some games he won't. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's just so much pressure on Jokic to just be everything. There shouldn't be all this pressure on him all the time. He got to score. He got to facilitate. He got to play defense. He got to do everything. He got to literally do everything. And it's crazy. This man be having like a 40-point triple-double and his team still loses. Like, how does that even happen, bro? How does that even happen? And then you look at the box score, you see Jamal Murray with like 17 points, 15 points or something. It's like, bro, you had a Jimmy Butler, they'll have a better defense over. Man, they would have been it would have been crazy. Don't know why Garland took games off thinking they could just run over the Pacers. They came back when they was down 2-0. So, man, and play ball, right, it's the playoffs. And you know what? But let me just keep it real with you, bro. The mentality of the players, there's only a select few players that have the mentality of a Larry Bird, of a Michael Jordan, of a Kobe Bryant, of those caliber. There's not many of those players left, bro. Like, once they have an injury, bro, they're done. They're done. Like, the NBA, look, basketball is honestly my favorite sport, and I love basketball. But I would be lying if I said that basketball has gotten soft over the years. Kind of like football. Football got a little bit soft, too, when they took away the kickoff. They took away a lot of stuff, man, especially for the defense, even though defense still wins championships, Super Bowls, but they took a lot away from the dang on defense. Same goes with the NBA. Like, the postseason is a lot more physical, but at the same time, it's not the same, right? You touch them, the flopping, I'm not really the biggest fan. It's strategy, but at the same time, if the ref is going to call a flop, shoot, I'm going to just keep flopping it. Shoot, I'm going to keep flopping. If you're going to call it, I'm going to flop, I guess. You got to win, right? But my whole thing is like, These dudes, they get hurt. They don't like playing through injuries. A lot of these dudes do not play through injuries. And it's not the same. And I try to tell people, like, the NBA is not the same like it was back in the day. And I agree with what y'all saying. The NBA just got soft. Like, let's keep it real. The NBA got soft and sweet like cotton candy, bro. Soft and sweet like cotton candy. That's exactly what the NBA has been like. It's going towards more and more every season. I do like the players. The refs are letting them play a little bit more, but it's like, I don't know. But I agree, man. Some of these players do not like playing through injuries, bro, at all. Pistons, DG to the Pistons is nice. Okay, I like that too. Oh, you know who Surf? I know who that is. Hey, listen, bro. You talking about battle rap. Hey, listen. I'm not Surf. You know, people say I look like look, JJ. When I was on your live stream the one time, someone said I look like Kevin Hart. Now I got somebody say I look like Surf. He's a battle rapper he's a battle rapper. That's the funniest. I ain't never been compared to Surf in my life. I was compared to Kevin Hart a few times now, but that's the funniest. That's so funny. That is and by the way, I'm a big battle rap person. That's another thing that people don't know about me. I love battle rap. My favorite battle rapper was Murder. Oh no. I was gonna say I liked T-Rex back in the day. I liked it. What's his name? JC. I liked it. Charlie Clips when he takes it serious. Just to name a few. You know what I mean? Reed Dollars. You know the vibes. Reed Dollars. Yeah. What else? I wouldn't mind Garland to the Pistons if he's healthy. Yeah. The problem is, bro, I wouldn't even want him on the Pistons. I don't think that's a good Garland. I don't know. I don't know if he has the mindset. See, that's why I talk about like the draft, right? When I talk about the draft, I talk about it's not just about having talent. It's about the mindset with the talent. Because you can have the mindset of a Ben Simmons. You think you're the GOAT, but you're not that dude, right? And you have the talent. You have the height and everything. You're blessed with the height. You're blessed with the athleticism, but you don't got the mindset. Garland has the talent, but does he have the mindset? Would he get humbled enough? To ball out with the Pistons? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I remember the T-Rex video, dudes. Y'all talking about y'all. If you're Ness, okay, J Mills. In my opinion, the best battle rapper from Philly, in my opinion, is Reed Dollars, hands down. The rumors about Cat. I don't want to get into battle rap right now. We talk about basketball, but Reed Dollars is the guy for me. You know what I'm saying? Beanie C, you talking about Beanie C. Beanie C wasn't a battle rapper, though. Cassidy, I love Cass as a rapper. No, you're good, bro. I'm just trying not to get too far into battle rap because I don't think everybody likes battle rap. See, I like boxing. I like boxing, and I was actually on this channel. I was thinking about if, for instance, right, I might cover a boxing match for like a big fight. Like, name a big fight. So say it was Devin Haney versus Tank. Nah, that's not a good matchup. No, I don't want to see that. Devin Haney versus Shakur or somebody like that. I might do Crawford and Canelo. We'll see. I might do that fight and like kind of like react to it. We'll see what happens. But shout out to everybody in the building. I'm about to get off, man. This was a fun live. If you haven't already, make sure you double tap, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, God bless and be easy. Again, I cover the Sixers, the Phillies. I cover the NBA playoffs. I do play-by-plays with the laptop and scoreboard. Right now, I'm just taking a nature walk. That's why you don't see anything extra. But and we do car reveals, meaning I'm gonna open up packs of cars and show y'all live on what cars I pick out of the packs, single pack cars of NBA and baseball cards. Hopefully, we get some rare cards. What else? And we just going to vibe out. So if you like good vibes, consider subscribing. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Be safe out there. Peace. Let's go.